Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. Today, I have my friend Asher with me. You will all know him from many videos on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, check out Fishing with Brock Official. That's the YouTube channel. You've seen him probably multiple times. And today, we're going to discuss our favorite moments in fishing, our fishing careers, and we're going to talk about how we catch lake trout. So, Asher, what's your favorite fish to catch, and why?
Bass, because they fight a lot.
Nice. Speaking of bass, we have many stories about bass, but mainly we're going to talk about the paddle boat stories. But before we begin, I would like to give a quick shout out to my lures that I make in my garage. They don't look like this. They're a lot neater, but this is the only one I could find. So go check them out on Instagram. It's me, Fisher Kid Brock. I think it is. I don't know my Instagram account, which is pretty bad. But anyways, please check this out and please buy one. All right, let's start with the first paddle boat story of when you caught the walleye with the Daredevil.
Yeah, that was a fun time. We were on the island. We cast it out to a log, and I reeled in a walleye.
Yeah. That shouldn't have happened because his Daredevil was about the size of this pen. Oh, a pen. It's like this. The Daredevil was like, actually no. If you count this little bit off right here, from my finger to the other end of the pen, it was about that. It was about that one, your Daredevil.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, somewhat about that. Same day, we're fishing. Asher casts out his Daredevil again. He hooks into a pike, and in the island, there's a little spot right beside a weed patch. It's a little rock groove. You remember that?
Yeah.
The pike jumped into the rock groove and got himself tangled in a log, so I had to go in there with shorts and untangle the line while having the pike try to not escape. And we actually caught the pike. And then we went home, we had the pike, and we went back out. Because that's just how our brains work. We are two idiots. I'm kidding, we're not stupid. There was a time where I had that whopper plopper. You remember how good that thing was? Oh yeah.
You cast it out beneath the trees.
Oh.
Bunch of mosquitoes reeled in. Bass came shooting up, and we caught a bass.
20-inch bass, my personal best bass. Asher and I are sitting in the boat, as he said. I cast under the tree, and mosquitoes go flying everywhere, and I cast because I had seen little bubbles coming up from under the tree, so I thought that was the bass eating mosquitoes, kind of. And sure enough, I was right. I sent my frog-looking whopper plopper underneath, reeled it in a little bit, and sure enough, big old bass comes up from underneath, bites it. Treble hooks we're using, by the way. We didn't have any pliers because we forgot them. I know. That's something we shouldn't have done. I'm sorry. And I can see the bass. I know it's huge. And I'm standing up in the paddle boat fighting this thing. And I look over in the water. I'm like, that's a big fish, Asher. He looks at me. I look at him. I pull the line up. I stick my hand in the water, which is a stupid thing to do. Because if one of those treble hooks gets caught in my thumb, that's not good. Let's just say. End of camping trip.
But
it didn't happen. I caught the bass.
And we used the back of the paddle boat as a live well.
Yeah, we filled it with water, which probably wasn't the smartest decision we've ever had. But we did it anyways, because, well, it's just us. And we paddled back. His dad had a measuring tape on the side of his boat. And I was thinking this was like a 16-inch bass. I measured it. It was on the 20 mark, and I thought to myself, what? Yeah, paddle boat stories are the best. You caught a walleye when jigging your Daredevil in 5 feet of water right beside the rock island. You remember that? That was 2 years ago. We were sitting down. Asher, you explain this story because it was your walleye.
I did not think I was going to catch anything because Brock was hammering everything before. I was just jigging sadly. Watching Brock pulling fish in.
I pulled one fish in for the first half hour. What are you talking about?
And I hooked something. I thought it was a bass.
Suspense.
But it was a walleye. About
It was like
20.
It was not 20.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was like 16 to 18, let's say. It was an eater walleye. We kept it.
And we ate it.
And that was the most proud moment him and I have felt ever, probably. And perch fishing. Do you remember that? I know you guys have probably had way better perch fishing experiences. Asher and I were sitting in a paddle boat, sunny day. We look in the water.
Bunch of perch.
Like there's probably 50, which is our legal limit. I don't know. That's what I thought it was at the time, but I haven't really checked since. So I thought to myself, okay, we don't have anything with us other than big bass pike lures. So we went over back to the camp. We picked up worms. We rushed back to the paddle boat. We went around the island. We burnt so many calories just paddling back and forth probably. I have my walleye rod. Jig, boom. Pull that one. Boom. Boom. You caught like 5. I caught like... I probably crap. I probably caught 2 as well. I meant to say 5. I know. And...
We also need to talk about that really nice bass spot that my dad brought us to.
Before we get to that, I just want to say, paddle boats cannot support people of 4. Remember when I fell off the paddle boat when I tried to cast a lure?
That was fun.
It was not windy behind the island, but I casted so hard, and I was like, oh, I fell right back into the water. Oh boy. Also, there's a huge bass, probably bigger than the 20-incher. He's probably 22, sitting right by the perch, and I tried to jig for him. He swam away.
He wasn't hungry.
He was not hungry. No, it was a middle day on a sunny day. Where are you gonna find a hungry bass like that? Or is it better in the rain? No, I think it's better in the rain. But yeah.
Catch more that way.
But as he was saying, the quote-unquote nice spot that we had, we were at Brown's Clearwater, West Lodge in Atikokan, Ontario. This place is known for some big lake trout. Big lake trout. We walked inside the lodge, we looked at the wall, and we both thought to ourselves,
we need to get up there.
Those are fish. And we did not get up there. We weren't even close.
We tried, but we failed.
We extremely failed. There were some really nice taxidermy lake trout from the 1970s, which was pretty nice actually. But the nice spot, we went over to behind the lake. We went to the north side of the lake. I got it right, I think. Yeah, this one.
We parked the boat.
We hopped off a dock. It was how far was the walk?
100 meters?
Yeah, it was a 100-meter walk with our fishing rods. There's a waterfall, and I had this little rainbow trout swim bait. It was about, let's say, it was actually probably the size of the pen, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it was the size of the pen.
I did not catch anything.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, pen size. That was a horrible example, I know. I casted, literally first cast.
Caught one.
And then my sister released it because she thought it was an eater. As we like to call them, eaters. Yeah. And then that moment was captured on camera in a Brown's Clearwater video. Man, what else was at that nice spot? Oh, his dad went pike fishing. How many lures did he lose?
3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4 frogs due to pike.
They were spoons and spinny things. Spinners.
Meps.
Spinners.
Spinners, meps. Yeah, same thing I guess you could say. How long? 9 minutes already? 10 minutes already? Wow. So that's actually
And
amazing.
his dad went diving for lures that we lost.
Yeah, well, I'm the master at snags, so I snagged a couple lures, and then they popped off, so that was bad. I've gotten better. I've gotten a little bit better, probably.
Made your dad go get them all.
Yeah, I know. And I paid back from getting a musky lure and musky waters, which I was scared. That was actually really terrifying, not gonna lie. Because I was scared a muskie was gonna pull my feet down. I was like, what? Why am I turning? Oh, never mind. We came to the spot. We caught many fish. We caught no pike. We caught like a bass. Yeah, it was just bass. We caught like 20
Lots
bass.
of bass.
Lots of bass, yeah.
We caught our limits there.
Yeah, we did actually. And we had them for a nice shore lunch meal. Asher and I ran to the other side of the island.
And we got called back.
Yeah, we got called back. It was my full name. That was depressing. But anyways, Lake Trout. The nice spot is good, but didn't have any good like big fish. It was mainly like small fish, other than the pike. The pike were like mid-20s probably, so I guess you could say they were okay. But anyways, Lake Trout. What I like to use for lake trout, I don't actually use this, but I would probably recommend it if I can get it right. Glow in the dark tube jigs, they work the best. Don't. Asher. Oh boy. These things work really well, but another thing that works well is blue spoons in Lake Superior. They will catch you pretty big lake trout.
The big long ones. Like his head and longer.
Are you saying I have a wide head?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the Q&A of this video. I can't think. Well, I'm having a brain fart. Like a literal, legitimate brain fart. I actually can't think.
How would you catch Lakers?
Oh, yeah. For lake trout, I'd probably say like 20 to 40 feet probably in the summer. But when it turns fall, the lake trout will come closer to shore, like towards like 5 feet of water. Probably just outside the whitefish range in that time, probably.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, they're not even legal. You can't even keep them from that time.
Yeah, but before that.
Yeah, I know.
Close.
Yeah, close to that. I still can't think. You say something while I think. Okay. Lures in the fall. You can do fly fishing for lake trouts. You can use spoons. You can use mepses. You can really do anything. Anything flashy probably would be the best. Also, I would look for rocky shores because typically, on average, it's probably where you're gonna find them in the fall. But in the summer, just go around islands and rocky bottoms. There's sand bottoms too. But here's something to always remember. If you find the bait fish, you can find the big fish. Bait fish equals big fish. So BB. Yeah. No.
BBF.
Yeah. Big fish. We'll say that.
Big fish.
Yeah. Big fish. Very big fish. VBBF. Very big fish. Oh, yeah. So what else have we had for walleye? The secret lake. Just last August, we went to a secret lake. I can't say the name, but we went to a secret lake. His dad was driving the boat. It was all the walleyes were like from 18 to 24 inches. We had like 127, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, like one around there. So yeah.
And I didn't catch anything, sadly, because I was
You net
hauling in their fish.
You net every single fish. Every single fish. We caught our limits there. There was how many people in the boat were there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, we caught our limits, so it was 24 people. Caught our limits.
Took us like till 11 to fillet them.
Yeah, until like 11 o'clock.
And we've also caught 4
and then
big pike.
Not 4 big pike. We got 134.
And 3 decent sized.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that now. The lures I was using was I was using what it was like 10-pound test. Yeah, like 10-pound test. Monofilament with a white jig head and half of a worm, and we were in like 36 feet of water, probably somewhere around there.
And everybody else was using bottom bouncers.
I caught the first 3 fish, so I was happy. Well, technically you and I did because you net them. Well, you technically also caught every single one because you net every single one. So
I didn't catch any because.
Well, if you count netting as catching a fish, you did. But yeah. I still can't think. I actually seriously cannot think at all right now. Do you have anything else to say about that?
Not really.
How about pike? Yeah, like, we've had some good pike experience.
Yeah.
You and I. Paddle boat mainly, though. We're using the whopper plopper. We're casting along. We catch like 4 pike, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Like, they were decent, I guess. You caught the stupid thing that got tangled in a log, which is probably the best catch I've ever seen. It was also my least favorite catch.
We've forgotten the nets.
Oh, yeah! The nets! We forget the net every single time, I swear, in that paddle boat. We actually do, though.
We did not bring any nets.
No nets.
Just one time that we brought like a small little net.
We thought that because we were using perch. But then
we brought a pike.
Yeah, and then we took your brother in the boat, and he was using his little butterfly net trying to scoop the minnows. He's like, "Hey guys, I got bait." Looks over in his little sand pit. He's got like a whole bucket load of minnows. He's like, "Oh crap! Put those back. Put them back." For bait, for pike,
minnows and worms.
Minnows, worms, and topwaters. Hi Molly, can you leave now?
No.
No, you actually have to leave.
Okay. We're editing that out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna edit that out.
Bye.
Bye, Molly.
I was not here the whole time. There was like 3 seconds.
Oh, stop it. Just go away.
I like your house.
Close the door!
As we were saying.
My sister just came in and interrupted us. That's all really that happened. What were we talking about again? Pike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for pike in the springtime, I have no recommendations. I can't ever find pike in the spring.
We don't catch
pike in the spring.
But mostly
But from what I've heard, shallow bays with warm water in the spring. Summertime, weeds. Weeds. Oh, and a hint of weeds in deep water. Like 10 feet of water with weeds.
Weeds and near the shore with sand underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, because that gives the pike a privilege to hunt. I caught a 37 by jigging a bucktail jig over the weed patch. And one came up and just hammered it. And then, yeah.
My mom also caught a big one, but huge.
It was 45 inches. How? She was casting with a downrigger. No, she was casting with a stupid little light spoon.
And she got 2, 136, 145.
Yeah, like, and the worst part is, that was on the North American Teen Challenge, which you guys should definitely join. My dad and I, in the morning, we're fishing there, right? We look over.
Sturgeon Bay, Ontario.
Not the one you're probably thinking of, but the one that I go into in all my videos. I look over. I see a big boom in the distance. Splash of water. The ripples extended like 20 feet probably. And the splash was probably like 4 feet high.
My height. Let's just say that.
Yeah, like probably as high as tall as Asher. Asher, can you stand up for a second? Yeah, the splash was that high. Oh, I guess you probably can't see Asher, but you know what? Who cares? You get my point. It was a big, big splash. And I also look over and I seen him jump. Big, like a missile getting launched out of a cannon. It was giant. And my dad and I drove over there. I literally had it bite my lure, and I lost it. And I lost the pike. I didn't even see it, but I felt the head shakes.
And then after they left, we drove over to that same spot. And
you drove in the same evening. You drove in the same evening, and I was so furious. I was so mad that day, and then I eventually got over it. And then, yeah. Your dad was like shaking so hard. In the video you sent me of the pike, he's like, "Oh, it's this so big." It was giant, like it wasn't like bad, but it was just he was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So that's pretty much all we have to really talk about, if I'm gonna be honest. So if you enjoy this, I didn't say video. I did not say video. Yes.
Except for the start of the video. Podcasting.
Just across the head.
At the start of the podcast.
Yes, good. Okay. But if you guys enjoyed this video,
go to Fishing
I'm
with
so
Brock.
stupid!
Go to Fishing with Brock Official on YouTube.
Yes, if you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, just... Oh, thanks. I have nothing else to say. But anyways, guys, we're going to have to end it there. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.